guys, SkinnyGPanda here. Oh man, it's been a while since I filmed. So sorry about that. A lot's been happening. So for those of you who don't know, I am currently pregnant. I'm about 16 weeks along, and today Dragon Roams and I decided to go for a hiking trip. Today we are at Jacobsburg State Park. It's a Pennsylvania state park. It's May and it's cold. But we are going to try to do 6 miles. I state try. I'm learning that as I am growing a little one in me, it takes a lot of energy away from me. So here's Jacobsburg Environmental Education Center. This is one of the maps. The trail that I am looking at doing is this Jacobsburg Trail. It's about 6 miles, it says, but it goes all throughout the park. It's supposed to be one of their nice trails. We're gonna take a look at it. It seems to be easy. It says it's about under 700 feet of elevation gain, so it shouldn't be so bad. And see what we have. And right now, it already starts off paved. So you know what that means. Handicapped accessible. So those of you that are in wheelchairs or strollers, the little ones, you can definitely come here and enjoy this park so far. So that's really nice to have. So one thing about this trail that could be somewhat of a nuisance is you are next to the highway on some parts of it. So you do get that highway noise, cars, trucks. But so far, it's definitely a really easy trail. It's nice and smooth. Bikers come here. You could take your llamas, alpacas, donkeys, horses here. So that's definitely really nice. It's been a while since I've been on a smooth trail in Pennsylvania. So I'll take what I can get. This is the smoothness of most of the trail, which is really nice. Just this gravel. So I mean, if you are in a wheelchair that has the type of wheels that can go on like the little rocks, you can definitely do this trail so far. There's not a problem with doing this trail, so that is something to keep in mind for all you handicapped folks. On this trail, we also, well, not we, I also realized that all trails really isn't an accurate GPS service to have with you. I know I mentioned it in some of my videos, how I get myself confused and lost, but having alternative methods with you, like a map of the park, definitely is something you want to consider. And you want to pay attention to the way the route moves in the park, because that's going to really help you determine where you're at and where you need to go. So All Trails was confusing me because how the GPS made it looked like if we took this side trail, we would have looped back down to the trail we were already on, kind of like a circle, even though it wasn't a trail that we were on. But when you look at the map, that's not how it is, and how the way the route, the trail moved in the park, the part of the trail that I thought we didn't do, I thought we actually did do. So it can be pretty confusing if all you're using is a GPS service like All Trails to determine where you're at and where you're gonna go. So make sure you do always bring a backup, or in my case, I not only have a backup of a map, but I have Dragon Roams, and he's a male and knows directions better than me. Just kidding. But it is always definitely good to have a more experienced hiker with you who kind of knows how to read the maps more, and can kind of educate you and point you in the right direction. But it also helps you next time when I'm on a solo trail, hopefully I remember that, and can pay attention a little bit more often to the map. Look at them. If anybody knows me, that right there is Mr. or Mrs. Governor of Pennsylvania. I'm just kidding. But it is really nice to see in this nature area geese. And I'm glad they're on that side because they are mean in my many years of chasing ducks and geese. Those things will chase you back and they bite. Part of this trail, well, first off, the map hasn't been updated since 2017. And part of this trail is wiped out. There's no bridge, there's water crossing, so we are just going, instead of just backtracking on everything we already did, we're gonna go on the road for just a little bit, hop onto another trail, which should put us back onto the Jacobsburg trail, and head back to the car, and then see what else we can get into. So again, always make sure you have a map with you, because you just never know when you have to take an alternative in hiking, because trail conditions can change. We are starting to head out of this Jacobsburg trail. It is not 6 miles. Again, all trails lied. We were talking to a guy, and he definitely...
It's just the way that person recorded their route.
I know, it's not all trails directly. It's the way the person recorded it, and they didn't mention that they added in other trails. But we did run into a guy. He hikes here a lot, and he mentioned to us that yeah, the map is a little wonky. There's no trails that really crosses the river, so you want to make sure you either have waders on or it's really, really low water source to cross that. Otherwise, you are walking some road to get onto another trail. And some of the trails more up into the fields are on the map, but they don't really exist. So that's definitely something to keep in mind as well. But overall, this is a really nice area. Definitely really easy, smooth, good terrain for, like I said, handicapped people, strollers, kids. It's friendly to everyone. I see no problem in anyone doing hikes up here.